Hello, welcome to episode 53 of FrannyDoMakes. My name is Fran. I am joining you today from overcast but warm Leeds in the north of England in West Yorkshire. This is my channel where I talk about everything that I have been making and creating over the last 2 weeks, although it has been 3. I'll tell you why in a minute. And so mainly it is knitting this week. Yes, it's mainly knitting. I've not done anything else other than knitting at the moment. So if you like that kind of thing, then please do pull up a chair, grab yourself a cuppa, put your slippers on, get comfy, and we will talk about what we've been making. Right, if you like to find me anywhere elsewhere on the internet, here is the places that you can find me. So you can find me as at FrannyDoMakes on Instagram and Ravelry and TikTok. Let's think, what else? There is a website which has all the show notes on it, so if you want to find out any more information, or if you didn't see when it popped up on the screen what the designer is or the yarn or anything like that, they'll all be linked and noted down on the website on a blog post, which is www.frannydo.co.uk. and I also have a Ko-fi account where you can purchase my project cards or give me a donation. So that's all the places. There, everything I've said there will be linked in the description box down below as well. So I hope we are all okay. As I said before, I've had to go 3 weeks instead of the normal 2 this time, mainly because I was away for more or less a week with my friends, and I just didn't get anything done. And so I didn't have much to show last week, but I have finished a few things this week, and I've got some progress on a new cast on as well. So that's what we're going with. Right then, we'll start with what's on the wall. What's on the wall is a granny triangle wrap. Not really a pattern, but there is a YouTube tutorial which I will link as well, to just make a granny triangle, and the border I added just a made up border. This was an advent calendar from last year. This was the Giddy Yarns advent, which was a fade, lovely through the rainbow, and then this was the 100 gram skein Christmas Day colour, which has pretty much all the colours within it. So there we go. I'm also wearing a knit. This is the Tolster Tee, which is a pattern from Rebecca Clow, the Cray Bear, here on YouTube. She has some lovely new patterns based on this design coming out soon. There's a tank, I think, like a vest, and then there's one that's like a little waistcoaty thing with a tie, which I really like the look of. I might have to make one of those. It's a really good pattern. I've made 2 of these, and I have yarn to make more. It's a really nice, easy cotton t-shirt, really, and you could make it longer if you wanted to. Mine's knit using some Serda Amalfi cotton. I think the colourway was Sorrento. It's green with like little orange flecks in it. I added the eyelets to the where the ribbon is as a modification. So today I have 3 finished objects, and then I have 2 new cast-ons and a little bit of progress on one that you've already seen. So yeah, let's get going. Okay, first up is some socks that I was making for Mr. Burl. So these are just some West Yorkshire spinners. This is the colourway Kingfisher. They're a 3x1 ribbed sock. I think, did I do them toe up? Yes, I did them toe up. So a Turkish cast on, and I did 3 knits and 1 purl along the top, plain on the bottom. I knit a big tube. I did them 2 at a time this time on a magic loop needle, which was a Chow Goo Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Which one? 2.25? Oh no. 2.5 millimeter needles. 64 stitches. He's only got narrow feet, it's my husband, but he does have long feet. So yeah, toe up, 2 at a time. 64 stitches, 3x1 rib, afterthought heel, and a 1x1 twisted rib, just a short rib there on the sock. And it's colourway Kingfisher, and this colour is turmeric. All West Yorkshire spinners. They have blocked out really nicely. I have made a bit of a boo-boo here, I don't know if you can see, but I've sort of put the heel in a slightly different place on either side of this blue stripe. I just didn't see it, but the fit, there's only 2 stitches I think different, so I don't think it'll really make a difference. Mr. B is fairly happy with them, and so yeah, there we go. He's now got 1, 2, 3 pairs of hand knit socks. So you can have a break from some socks at the moment. But yeah, it's come out really nice. I love West Yorkshire spinners. It works out really nice and soft once it's washed. And it can go in the washing machine if you're careful. So there we go, that's finished object number 1. These have taken me quite a while to get finished. I don't know why. I think it was the rib. And probably just because they're not for me. I started them on the 18th of March and I finished them on the 5th of May. I used 82 grams of the main colour and 15 grams of the contrast colour. And yeah, for my afterthought heel I did 4 rows of plain knitting before I started the decreases as well. But they've turned out nice. You can tell I got bored of knitting them, that's why they've got such a short short cuff on the top. But they're done, they're finished. So that's one thing off the hook, off the needles, whatever you call it. The second finished object that I have is also a pair of socks. Now these are for Minnie. I will put a picture of them, or we did a little video. I'll put up the video up of her wearing them because it makes more sense of what they look like. So these are using a magic heel. I'll stay over here. So you just do like a section of rib on one side of the sock where the heel goes, and I was thinking that that would make it so they would have a longer wear time for her, because her feet are growing like nobody's business. So if there's plenty of time for that to get to the end, if you see what I mean. And they fit her nicely. This is also West Yorkshire spinners, but this is the Summer Sunset colourway. Now this, I wasn't so happy with this colourway. There's a lot of faults in the stripes. You can see here and there's something, and here, nearly all the way up and all the way around there's some kind of, this one especially, look there, there's like a stripe of something there, something there. So I have sent them an email just to say it's not what I would normally expect from you, so we'll see what they say. But still, they've worked out, washed out nice, they've blocked out nicely, it's lovely and soft. The contrast colour is just some leftover purple that I had from something. I think it's botanical yarn. I think it's from my, what was it called, Shawlography. It's just a purple, so that'll still be leftovers. But yeah, I really like this this magic heel. It's dead easy to do, like I said, it's just ribbing. There is a pattern. The pattern is by Judy Jewell, Magic Socks, Magic Heel Socks. To be honest, I don't know if you really would need to buy the pattern, it's just a bunch of ribbing. But, you know, support small businesses and that kind of thing. So I did buy the pattern. It does have no it doesn't. It has a method of like striping them if you're striping them, but I mean that's just joining yarn, isn't it? So yeah, but yeah, they were nice. I just did a 2x2 rib on the top, again just a short one, but that's because they'll be smaller there for Minnie, and an elastic bind off. Did I do them toe up? Yes I did. Turkish cast on again. For Minnie, she is a size 13, child's 13 shoe. She's what, 7, nearly 8. So they're plenty big enough for her at the moment. And she was happy with them. They fit lovely. I did them 56 stitches on a 2x2 2.25 Chowgo needle this time, and altogether it's 39 grams that I used of the striping, so not much at all really. So I could easily get another pair for myself out of that yarn, but I don't know if I really want to with these faults in it, because I presume if it's going that far up it's gonna, and it's on both socks, so it's gonna keep going all the way up, isn't it? Anyway, let's see what they say. But they're finished and Minnie's really happy with them, and yeah, they didn't take long at all. They were a nice quick one, and they were my April socks for casting on a sock every month. So I have done that so far. I have, because I have a new cast on for May also. So that's that. My third finished object, I was going to maybe not show you, but show you when the pattern comes out, because it's a test knit, but I'll show you. I can always show you again when the pattern comes out. So this is the Dispersion mitts. This is a pattern by Kelly Menzies, who is Roro and Kades on YouTube here, and it's a colorwork mitt. Bearing in mind this is my first colorwork, so they're not perfect in any stretch of the imagination, and one is tighter than the other, and I think a slightly different shape, but there you go, that's just probably my fault. So there we are. It's a really simple colour work. It is stranded colour work. There you go. Get my face out of the way. And you have to carry it, carry the yarn along the thumb, which I don't really like that part of it really, but there's no other way you could do it other than if you added the colour along the thumb. Yeah, because you have to get the colour. And then on the palm there's just a 1x1 sort of pattern. But I enjoyed knitting them. They took no time at all, maybe like, you know, an afternoon. I could have done them both on a weekend. I just took longer. Well, I'd done one and then, you know, it was a bit of a second sock syndrome thing before I cast on the second one. The yarn I used was just some stuff that I had in stash, so let me get you what I've got left over. Where's the wrapper? Oh, I did have the oh, there it is. Okay. So these are just some commercial yarns that I had in stash that just sat about doing nothing. So the main colour, put it back on for you. The main colour is this purple. This is some Rico Essentials Merino DK. The colour is berry, I think. It's blowing out a little bit with the sun. Berry. And the contrast colour is this, which is some Rowan Rowan Baby Cash Soft Merino. They're both 50g balls. This one I think is classed as a sport, but to me it felt the same way anyway. And I got gauge anyway with the 2 yarns there. I've used 40g, just over, of this main colour and just 15g of this contrast colour. So you probably could, no you couldn't, ignore me. I knit the size 2 and it has come out to the gauge on the right length and everything, but they are a little bit, I've got quite small hands, so they're a little bit, I mean this one's better, I don't know why this one's better, but this one's a little bit baggier, do you see? It's just a bit, I don't know why, but there you go. It's obviously just down to my tension or something, but yeah, they're finished, done. And the pattern, I don't know when the pattern will be released, but I will bring them out again when the pattern is released so that you can go and grab the pattern if you would like. From lovely Kelly, who is, I said, didn't I, Raw and Kids on YouTube as well. She's got some lovely yarn reviews at the moment. I was just watching one this morning. So, I need to say anything else about that. I used the recommended needles. I didn't swatch because obviously it's just such a small piece of knitting, so I just knit them and then I saw if I had gauge from that, which I did. So yeah, they were enjoyable. It was easy to do, considering I'd not really done any stranded colour work before. It was easy to do, easy to follow the pattern. I made one mistake, but you can't see it now. I'd basically put, you've seen this line here where it's purple, I'd randomly put an orange stitch, but I just duplicate stitched it so that you couldn't see it. Yeah, nice clear pattern. Yeah, all good. I enjoyed knitting them. I enjoyed knitting them. And they were so quick and easy to do. So there you go, that's all my finished objects. So I do have some works in progress. So I did a couple of rows on my Whitmore sweater, but I had to use the needles for something else. So that's on hold at the moment until I get this finished. But I did do, again, not much on this because I have been mainly concentrating on a different project, which I'll tell you about in a moment. But I did get a few rows. That's where I was. I've only got to here. It's not much at all. This is my Zing Zip Shawl by Knit Graffiti Designs. Which is brioche and garter. So I mean, look, I've hardly got much. I've not got that much to do on this part of it, so it will get finished soon. This is my entry into the spring Shawlathon. So that's a make along that I'm running with lovely Helen over at Giddy Yarns. This is a shawl making make along. You could knit one, you could crochet one, you could weave it if you want, whatever it is, so long as it's a shawl or a wrap, scarf even, something that goes around your neck. Not a cowl though, it needs to be a long one. It needs to be cast on after the 1st of April, and the make along is running until the end of June, so there's still another month and a half left to go, just about. And yeah, you don't need to finish your item, but you can enter it on Instagram with the hashtag Spring Shawlathon. If you do enter on there, please also tag me as at FrannyDoMakes on your entry so that I can make a list and make sure that we've caught everybody. because sometimes the hashtag doesn't always pick up all of the entries. You can enter via Ravelry, via my Ravelry page, which I haven't been on for a while, so I will make sure to do that later on today. The Ravelry group, Helen has a Ravelry group as well, and also Helen has a Discord server, which has a dedicated channel in there as well that you can post your entries. So there you go, there are all the different places that you can do it. So yeah, I am hopefully going to get that finished by the end of June, which I think I will. And also I can probably enter the next thing that I've been working on as well, because 'tis also a shawl. So Helen, who we've just been talking about, lovely Helen, Giddy Yarns and Giddy Knits on YouTube, I will link her below, has put out a call for some sample makers for some items using her yarn. So I said I'm happy to do one, and I am making a sample for her. So this is the Birds of a Feather shawl by Andrea Mowry. As you can see, I've been literally working on this, so I've got to get it finished by the 8th of by the 4th of June. So I've literally been powering through, but it's looking beautiful. It's a bit hard to show you on the camera because it's a funny shape, and you can't really see the colours, but oh, I'll show you them in the scale, in the ball. So it is using merino, nylon and some Surrey alpaca, which I've just dropped. So the Surrey alpaca is this, which is called Pixie Dust, which is in Helen's shop at the moment. And the other colour is, oh, this is so pretty. This is called, hang on, focus. This is called Wendy Darling. It's from my Peter Pan collection. Oh, it's so pretty. It's got these light blues, purples and pinks. It's lovely to knit with. So I started this on the 13th of May because I was away, and then I just picked it up and I've cracked on. So I am at the point now where I'm no longer decreasing on one side, I'm no longer increasing on one side, so all the stitches should stay the same amount now, but there's still an increase on the other side. So you can see, tangling up, that centre line there up the middle is going to start moving off to one side, and then it's going to go a bit triangular. I've got a little flower stitch marker there just to hold, so I know where that centre thing is. She does say in the pattern that you can put it on the needle, but then you have to take it off and put it on all the time. So once I figured out when it said 2 stitches before the marker, I knew where that marker was supposed to be. So I did have one mistake, so there's a little bit of a sort of hole here. There, but I don't think you'll be able to tell it's there, and it doesn't detract from the lovely yarn anyway, so I'm hoping Helen won't mind. I did fudge it, it is right, I just had missed, I must have missed a yarn over somewhere at the start, and so there was slightly not enough stitches, so I had to put in a little increase there, but it's made a little sort of hole. Maybe with the blocking I think it'll be fine, because there's holes up there anyway, so I think it's fine. Yeah, so I have done 2 of the lace sections there. Don't want it to go in my tea. There, look. Oh, but it's going to be so nice and floaty. It's lovely. That Surrey is so lovely to work with. Yeah, so I'm beavering through that just to get it done, because I don't want to let Helen down. There we go. That's living in my lovely bag from Hannah at Hannah's Happy Space, with these splodgy paint petals on it. I love this bag. It's got lovely drawstring and a nice handle, great to carry around, really nice. I like that for shawls. And there you go. So I have one more, oh, let's come out. I have one more work in progress, which is a new cast on. So I needed to cast on some socks for, what month are we in? May. And so I've done that. Out of my lucky dip, which is this pile of black parcels that Mr. Hiddleston is looking after for me. And Minnie picked out this pink one. This is The Lonely Knitter. It's been hanging around for ages. I don't think she dyes this colourway anymore. But it's back when she was called Bumbling Yarns. It was called Crushed Cherry Blossom. It's 75 to 25 merino nylon, 425 metres to 100 grams, 4 ply. And I am making some, let's put it on a block so that you can see it a bit better. These are called, what are they called? Fizz. These are Fizz Socks. Let's move that tail out the way. Fizz, and they are by Emily Clawson, who is Salt City Knits on YouTube. And it's basically just some little holes, like eyelets. I wanted something fairly simple that was easy to work on, that I could take to work with me, or put in the car, that kind of thing, or to give me just a little break from the shawl if I've overdone it. There we go. But the yarn is lovely. It's so lovely and soft already. I'm doing a 64 stitch sock. The pattern says 2.25, but I'm using 2.5 because that's what I always do for my sister's socks. But yeah, I think that's going to be really pretty. It's pinker than that. It's blowing out a bit. But yeah, it's really nice. Just these little holes intermingled. I think it's going to be nice. Simple, and I've got a little pink gummy bear on there as well. So that's going to be a cuff down with a heel flap and gusset. Just all the same colour all the way down. I'm not going to add any contrast colours or anything on those. So, what time are we on? Half an hour. Okay, so I do have some news. I have left my I have left my job and I'm starting a new job on Wednesday. So I previously worked for my cousin's company, which was, well, it is still there, a vehicle tracking and security company, and I am now going to work at a doctor's surgery. I just fancied a change. It was time to move on. So, to celebrate this fact, I have dug into the prize bag and got out something for a schmiveaway, let's say. So, lovely Susan, friend of the podcast, sent me a little bundle of yarns, if you remember, and within it was this little beauty of sparkly loveliness by Knit Mona. There's the label there. This is Mona Sparkle, 438 yards to 100 grams. Don't know where it's from. 75 merino, 20% nylon and 5% stellina. And it is called Silver and Gold. But it's lovely. This would make a gorgeous one skein shawl. Look at it. Oh, some beautiful sparkly socks. Lovely. It's ever so soft. Okay, so if you would like to be in with a chance of taking this home with you, please put in the comments, put something in the comments and put new job in there, and then I will know that that's what it's for, and then I will draw a winner for next episode and we will send this off to someone. But yeah, it's lovely. There we go. So there we go. Let's celebrate a milestone and give something away. There we go. So that's going to be in the pot. I've also purchased a few extra bits for the Shawlathon. So I picked up some little bags. Okay, so first of all, I got this little bag from You Crafty Bunny. It's got little hedgehogs on. Oh, look at him there. So cute. Just a nice little sock-sized bag. There you go. So I got that, and I also got this one, which is from Alison Gray Handmade. Now this is more of a sort of yarn cozy kind of thing, like a little yarn basket, but I love this print with the houses on so much. Oh, and look at the print in the middle. It's really lovely and well made, and it's got some little snaps on the top, so you can just have your yarn feeding out of there, keeping it nice and cozy. Say if you've got pets or something that like to get to your yarn, there you go. And somewhere, oh, they're still in the bag, I got some little point protectors as well. So one's got chickens and there's some strawberries, I think. Oh, I didn't say where was, did I say? Yes, I did. Yeah. They were also from Alison Gray Handmade. I haven't purchased anything else, have I? No. Yeah, so they will be going into the pot for the Shawlathon prizes. I'll probably do some little bundles with bags and yarn and things. Okay, anything else I need to say? Oh, you can also still buy some project cards, are still available on the Ko-fi shop, so thank you to all the lovely people that did purchase them already. Yeah, that was lovely. But there are still, there's plenty of the blue ones, there's not so many of the rainbow ones, but probably will get some more printed once they all go. So yeah, if you would like to get your hands on them, they are £4.50 for these ones, and you get a pack of 20. They're slightly thinner than I would normally like, but that's just because they sent me these and I couldn't get rid of them. So but they work fine, I've been using them there. And once they're not as sturdy in your bag, but you can still keep them in there, and then they'll be nice and flat when you put them in whatever you're putting them in. Yeah, but like I said, I will be getting some more printed on the slightly better weight cardboard, which is this one. But I mean, that when they're in your bag, they do get a bit battered and bruised, don't they? But there you go. They're still available in the shop, which is linked below if you would like to purchase those. I've only got UK and Ireland shipping on them at the moment, just because for the cost of the item to send the shipping is way too much. But if I get a lot of people asking, I might put the download on as a paid for download, so that people could, you know, have it at a discounted rate and then get them printed themselves if they've got them overseas. Yeah, so let me know if that's something that you would like, if you are overseas and you would like to get your hands on them. Anything else I need to say? I don't think there is. I think I've hit everything there. Oh, I was going to say, we're always too late, aren't we? I wanted to do some summer knits, but it's already nearly summer, so not really going to be happening, is it? But I do have all this this yarn that I bought with the view of making some more of these. And the one that I would like to make is some with this yarn. So I might get it out. Because I was wearing my, I could even make a cotton version of that. Let me think. Maybe. Yes, I've got this cotton and bamboo Stylecraft Naturals. Again, this is supposed to be DK, but it's very thin. I've got it in 3 colours. They're getting a bit. So a nice stripy one, I thought. I mean, I'll look like a child's TV presenter, but you know, don't I always? There we go. So yeah, maybe I'll keep that out in the view of making some. I've realised that this apparently is a colour scheme. Everything is orange and pink at the moment. There we go. But yeah, this was also going to be a stripy one with some Serdar stories. It's all cotton. So I might keep the cotton bag out so that I might cast them. Or maybe I'll see something else I might want to make. Oh, I saw on Kelly Menzies had done a really nice review of some that was cotton and silk from Hobby, and it had like, it was all different colours. That looked really nice. That I'd make a nice one of these. I don't know if I'm happy with this situation. I don't know if that's because of the raglan and maybe it's in the wrong place. Don't know. I don't know. Or it might be just because it's been screwed up in the bottom of my wardrobe, and there you go. Okay, right, that's it for now. So yeah, please do get your entries in for the Shawlathon in those places. Like I said, all the details are down below or on the website if you want to see them there. And also, what was I trying to say? Leave me a comment if you want to get your hands on that wool. Okay, so thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you've had a lovely 3 weeks, and I hope you have a nice 2 weeks ahead of you. I hope you're enjoying some of the nice weather if you are in the UK. Yeah, so take care of yourselves, take care of each other, have a lovely 2 weeks, and I'll see you in 2 weeks time, hopefully. Yeah, so I will have this week, and then it's half term, and then the week after. Yes, so it should be fine. I won't have to leave it another 3 weeks. And I should have more to show you. Exciting. Alright, so yeah, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.